Hello my fellow creators and welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to day 2 of using the February 2026 All Clubs Create from Spellbinders. So as you can see, the stencil coordinates with the press and foil of the month, and this is from Ink to Petal, and that's the name of both of them. And so here's your press and foil plate, and I've decided that I'm going to foil today. So I brought in some glimmer foil and I'm going to try this one. It's Moon Dust. And then I've brought in some of my oxide inks to stencil. And as I was getting things ready to make this card, I thought it would be a great idea if I stuck to kind of a monochromatic look for most of my projects for this little series I'm doing. So I'm going to try and do that. So this is kind of a blue, so I'm bringing in some of my blues from my Distress Oxides, so Mermaid Lagoon, Broken China, and Tumbled Glass. And then what I've decided to do is I have this cardstock in my stash, and it's speckled with all kinds, let's see if you could tell, all kinds of colors on it. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to try using this for that nice speckly background, right? So let me get my goodies together and my glimmer machine all ready. So I went ahead and heated up my glimmer so it'll be ready to go. And I'm just going to get my goodies out here. Now here you have your registration plate. So let me get off my plate here. This way. Nope, I had it right the first time. This way. And kind of see where I'm going to want it on my panel. So I'm going to line this up here and then just kind of see if I put my card panel aligned with a guide there, it should be okay, right? So let me get my foil on there, pretty side to pretty side, of course, because I've done it wrong before. Get my plates all ready to go. And start my timer. While that heats up, let me get my Platinum 6 out so it's ready to go. Alrighty, here we go. Timer went solid, so it's ready to go. And we'll just put it through our Platinum 6. I try not to move things. I tend to move things. And I go as slowly as I can, putting it through, and I don't go back a second time, okay? So let me move my plates from here. Get this out. And let's take a peek. See if it's... Oh my goodness, look how pretty, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. So then I'm going to stencil on here, and maybe I will go back through and add the sentiment up here after all. So let me get this off of here. Okay, so I kind of taped my little sentiment where I want it, and do I have it the right way? Yeah, pretty side to pretty side. I have to double check myself because I've done it wrong plenty of times before. So let's get this to warm up now. And while that warms up, let me get my stencils out because that will be my next step. So this set has 3 stencils. So here's 1, 2, and 3. So 1 looks like is my, oh no, wait a minute guys, look, I didn't pay attention. So this is 1, and then this top half is 2, bottom half is 3, so they're marked 2 and 3. And then this one, top half is 4, bottom half is 5. Ooh, perfect. I was wondering how they got those different shades on the flowers. Perfect. Okay, so we'll start with the greenery once this sentiment is ready. And it is, so gently take it out. And I'm just running it through. Hopefully I did it right. And let's get these plates off of there and check out the moment of truth. Get that. Oh, that's pretty. That turned out pretty. Okay. Remove this for now. And if it hadn't turned out okay, I could have foiled separately and die cut it and then just glued it over that. So let me remove my glimmer and my platinum 6. All right, I'm gonna bring in my stamp wheel so I can stencil on here and use my registration guides appropriately. All right. Okay. So first is going to be our greenery. So I think I want that to be my darker green. So I'm going to use Lucky Clover. And I think, well, I could use my larger. I have a smaller and a larger ink blending brush. So let's start, see if I can stencil okay with my larger one. Oh yeah. And I just love with distressed oxides, they're so creamy. They just, when you're doing your ink blending, they just go on so beautifully. All right, that's Lucky Clover. Then let's get number 2 on here. Ah, that's going to be beautiful. So here, number 2, I'm going to use the registration marks, which are the bottom ones, because it's going towards the bottom of my card panel. And for this, I'm going to use, I think, Twisted Citron. Alrighty. Be careful not to go over the edge there. Which I'm gonna have to be, let me use my smaller brush to get to that top edge. Oh, it's gonna be so pretty. I'm already loving it, and I'm not even done yet. All right, so let's see. Oh, how pretty. Okay, then I need number 3. So I'm going to clean this off first because I don't want to get any ink since I'm using the bottom half of this stencil. I don't want to get any ink on the card panel. So I'm going to clean it. And I just use this spray bottle I have with alcohol in it. That cleans up the stencils real well and it dries quickly. So number 3. I'm going to use, again, we're going monochromatic, okay? So we're going to go with, I'm going to do Mermaid Lagoon. And you know what I need to do for myself, because I'll make sure I don't go over there. I'm just going to cover the top there. And go with my Mermaid Lagoon. Okay. So that was stencil. It's a second stencil, but 2 and 3. Okay. I think I'm going to use tumbled glass here. And I think it's a good idea to use smaller blending brushes if you can. Because you're using like half a stencil and you don't want to get ink where it does not belong. Okay, let me wipe that up. Make sure it's dry, both sides. Okay, and so then here's the last portion. This is number 5. So number 5, I'm going to use broken china. Okay. Now here's our big reveal, guys. Let's see how it looks. All right, let's take a peek. Oh, look how pretty that looks. Okay, I'm definitely going to try and do monochromatic for the rest of the series. Speaking of the series, as you know, I am doing a giveaway of the 1 large die of the month and 2 of the regular die of the month sets. So, oh, look how pretty. Check out my intro video on this series that I'm doing, and that'll tell you how to enter. But just, I know you're waiting for this, so today's giveaway word is chick. C-H-I-C-K. Chick. Now, I think I'm going to trim this panel down just a little bit so I can do a matte layer behind this. Oops, my panel's dirty. Let me see. Yeah, that's, although I could just leave it as the full panel, right? Let me trim that down a little. And I'm just going to use my paper trimmer, and I'm going to take 1/4 inch off each side. Maybe not. An 1/8. Yeah, just an 1/8 of an inch off each side. Perfect. I probably should have done this before I glimmered my sentiment on there, because what if I had moved it over too far and I would have cut it off. Actually, I'm going to trim it a little more on this side so that this looks kind of cut off like the other side. I want to balance. Let's do this. A little more bottom. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in just my panels I have here. These are random different cardstocks. I know I have the cardstock that came with all clubs crate, but I don't want to cut into it until I do my color swatches of those. So I haven't had a chance to do that yet. So I'm just going to pull from my stash. Now that's pretty. Let's see. Going through my different shades of blue. Oh, that one. I think I like this one. Although, let me take another peek here. I think that's it of my blues. I know I have some, I think I have some matte foil cardstock. I didn't have any matte foil in the right shade of blue, but look at this shimmer cardstock I have. I think that'll look better. So I'm going to put these away for now, and I'll trim a piece of this down. So I'm going to trim it down to right under 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so that I still have that white border showing. All right, let's take a peek-see here. Oh, isn't that pretty? And then this will show on here. Yeah, I like it. All right, let's put it together. And this is the result. Isn't that beautiful? So yesterday, my project, I used pinks. Today, I used blues. And I'm loving it. Look at that. And that shimmer cardstock I used as the matte layer, I think is perfect. That one's from 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop, so I'll link to them as well. And I like that I used that speckled cardstock I had in my stash. That one, I don't know where I got it. Actually, I do know. It was a pack of cardstock that was going to be thrown away when I was working, and so I asked if I could have it, and I was told yes, and I brought it home, but I don't know where they bought it from. But look, let's see if you can see the speckles. See the little speckles on that? So pretty. All right, friends, so that's day 2. Don't forget to keep track of the secret words for the giveaway, and stay tuned for day 3 tomorrow. Thanks for sticking around to the end. I'd be thrilled if you subscribed to my YouTube channel or followed me on any of my other social media platforms. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye.